Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
2 years after the Petroleum Industry Bill was signed into law as the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) by former President Muhammadu Buhari, the host communities producing oil and gas in Nigeria are yet to feel the impact of the law. Instead, some communities are already experiencing disagreements and crises over the proper implementation of the law. Recently, 3 communities in Itsekiri Nation, Ugbo-Egungun, Deyele, and Ugborodo, occupied the Otumara Flow Station in Warri Southwest Local Government Area to protest Shell Development Company's non-recognition of their host community development trust. They accused Shell of rather recognizing another development trust set up for the entire Itsekiri Nation. Spokesperson for the protesters, Comrade Alex Enyego, said while they were not against any other host community development trust, they were insisting that Shell recognizes their own development trust.
We are not against any other, host communities elsewhere. We do not want to be under any other host communities, be it Iwere host community or Warri Kingdom host community. As it concerns this Otumara facility, we are saying create our own host community to be named Otumara Host Community Development Trust.
In their response to the protesters, chiefs of Warri Kingdom staged their own protest at the premises of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC), insisting that all Itsekiris support the move by their monarch to have a single development trust for all Itsekiris. Chief Omar Eyewoma insists that the action of those protesters who occupied Otumara Flow Station was an attempt by some individuals to hijack the benefits of the Itsekiri Nation.
The steps that our king has taken to ensure that each and every person benefits from the largesse that God Almighty has put on our land. A tiny group of people want to torpedo that. That's what we are saying we don't want to allow. We, the Itsekiri people, have said enough.
Dennis Eyitemi of the NUPRC says the commission has already waded into the matter and is determined to resolve it using the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) as a guide.
Their protest is normal, and that the federal government, the commission, and the chief executive officer of the commission are looking into their matter with all seriousness, with the intention of making sure that every item and concern they've raised in the course of this protest is being looked into in line with the PIA as stated.
Chief Benjamin Tamaranebi, President of Host Communities of Nigeria Producing Oil and Gas, HOSCOM, who commended the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, Engineer Gbenga Komolafe, for all his efforts to ensure that host communities enjoy the benefits of the PIA, accused the oil firms of being behind the confusion and crisis in some host communities.
The companies, they are the ones sitting and try to cause another havoc in our various communities, which they are very good in it. They only believe in divide and rule, and we cannot watch. This time around, these laws are guiding us. Whatever step we take, the implementation processes are the problems we're having. The NUPRC have done their best. They prioritize host community at the first. We are giving kudos to Engineer Gbenga Komolafe and his team. They have done everything naturally beautiful for the host community. In the issue of this Itsekiri and their king, they should be able to harmonize and resolve their matters. And that is the best for the communities and best for the kingdom.
In his reaction to the conflict in some communities about the implementation of the PIA, legal practitioner Barrister Frank Tietie says the PIA puts the control of the development trust in the hands of each host community.
It is the provision of the Petroleum Industry Act that each community is dealt with directly, separately, and by having a number of trustees being appointed to manage the the host community development trust. The developmental benefits from the production of oil accrue directly to each community and not a federation of communities under any traditional ruler.
The 2-year-old Petroleum Industry Act was put in place to bring development to host communities producing oil and gas and not to promote crisis within the communities. It is therefore expected that the Nigerian Upstream Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, which was set up to ensure proper compliance of the law, will take necessary steps to quickly resolve differences within any host community.
Inside the Niger Delta,